Hey everyone, today we'll explain you how to solve this radical expression or this radical exercise. And what you have to do first is to identify coefficients and radicals. The coefficients in this case are -2, -3, and +3. And the radicands are 15, 3, and 5. First, we are going to use the distributive property, or it's say we are going to multiply -2 square root 15 times -3 square root 3. Remember, it's coefficient with coefficient and radicand with radicand. In this case, we are going to have -2 square root 15 times we are going to multiply by -3 square root 3. So you're going to have -3 square root 3. Then you close this one and you multiply -2 square root 15. So -2 square root 15 multiplied by the second one, or it's a times 3 square root 5. And we have this expression now. Now we are going to multiply coefficient with coefficient and radicand with radicand. In this case, our coefficients are -2 and -3. So -2 times -3, and the radicands are 15 and +3. 15 and +3. So you are going to multiply 15 times 3. After this, you are going to multiply -2 times 3, -2 times 3, and then the radicands. The radicands are 15 and 5. 15 multiplied by 5. And then it's just time to simplify. -2 times -3 give us +6. Square root, and we multiply 15 times 3, which is 45. Then you are going to have -2 times 3, which is -6, square root 75, because 15 times 5 gives us 75. And we already have this expression, and it's time to simplify the radicand, 45 and 75. So 45 here, remember we simplify with the prime factorization, so we have 3, which is 15, then 15 is divisible by 3, which is 5, and finally 5 is only divisible by 5, that gives us 1. Then you are going to have group of 2 because the index is 2 here, and you are going to have 3 to the second multiplied by 5. So this 3 to the second we are going to put outside and the 5 inside the radical sign. So you are going to have equal 6 times 3 square root 5. Remember, we'll put this one 3 to the second upside because it's the reciprocal of the square root. Then you're going to have -6, and we need to simplify 75. So 75 is going to be, we simplify here, and you are going to have that is divisible by 3, which is 25. Then 25 is divisible by 5, which is 5. And finally 5 is divisible by 5, and it's 1. Groups of 2 because the index is 2, and you are going to have 5 to the second power multiplied by 3. Yes. This 3 we are going to keep inside the root, and the 5 to the second we are going to put outside. So times 5 square root 3. Finally, to simplify this one, we are going to have 6 times 3 give us 18, and -6 times 5 give us 30. And we finish with this exercise. Remember, 5 to the second we'll put outside of the root, in this case multiplying with a -6. And the 3, which is the number that is along, we put inside. I'm going to explain you another method, which is box method. In this case, what you have to do first is to copy in this side and these other two in this side. So what you have to do here is to copy here first 3 square root b, and then 2 square root 3. And in the top part, we are going to copy 5 square root b and -7 square root 3. Here we have. Then you are going to multiply this times this and this times this. Remember, coefficient with coefficient, radicand with radicand. So we are going to have 3 times 5, which is 15, square root, b times b, remember is b to the second. Then here we have 3 times negative 7, which is negative 21, and b times 3, which is 3b. Now we are going to continue. 2 times 5 give us 10. Square root 3 times b give us 3b. Finally, we have 2 times negative 7 give us negative 14. Square root 3 times 3 give us 9. Then, to solve this exercise, you are going to add this plus this plus this plus this. So we are going to have 15 square root b to the second minus 21 square root 3b plus 10 square root 3b, and finally minus 14 square root 9. Remember, it's important to simplify. So here we are going to simplify, and we're going to have, remember, b to the second is inverse operation with the radicand. So we are going to put divide 2 divided by the index 2. So we are going to have 15b minus 21 square root 3b. We cannot simplify 3b because we only have 3 and 3 is divisible just by 3. 10 square root 3b. And finally, we're going to have negative 14. And remember, the square root 14 is 9, it's 3. Square root 9 is equals to 3. Then what you have to do is to simplify the like terms. And the like terms are these two. Because here we have 3b and 3b. So you can simplify negative 21 plus 10, which is equals to negative 11. So we are going to have, and 14 times 3 is equals to 42. And finally, we finish with this exercise. Remember, it's to multiply coefficient with coefficient and radicand with radicand.